and changing quickly. Here now with more, Tom Rogers, CNBC founder, now a contributor, senior advisor to Versant, which will soon be our parent company, along with 100 other titles we don't have time to get to. Tom, thanks for joining us. Nexstar and Tegna, again, corporate names. Our viewers have no idea who they are, but they own a lot of local TV. What would that deal, if it happens, mean for television?
Well, you need some regulatory change here. The courts have started to help. It looks like the FCC is going to loosen up the rules on broadcast ownership. And what it will mean is the ability to streamline ownership of broadcast stations, drive scale. Scale is the name of the game in the media world today. Perry Sook, who is the CEO of Nexstar and a very strategically visionary executive, I think understands local has a major role to play in the media landscape. Newspapers have been going out of business on the local level like crazy. Broadcasting is a way to make sure news in particular is continued to be a major element of the media diet on the local level. And I think their view is you need scale to be able to do it. This is one major way of achieving that.
Yeah, I listen, maybe I'm talking our book here, Tom, but local TV news not going away. It's going to shrink, but it's not going to change. If anything, it might become more exclusive. If this deal gets done, and under Brendan Carr and the FCC and the Trump administration, would that then clear the path for, say, Sinclair to buy an EW Scripps SSP?
Sure. If there are regulatory changes here, and I think there would be, and I think they're deserved, because I think we need to do something here to make sure that localism is preserved, and this will certainly strengthen local companies post-merger. It will open the doors for other possible mergers by other major groups. But Nexstar is the industry leader here. Acquiring Tegna would be a major transaction and a major step forward, I think, in helping to preserve local media.
All right, let's go to the other big story, and that is the new Paramount Skydance buying the U.S. rights to the UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship, $7.7 billion, a big number over 7 years. David Ellison, obviously, just getting this company together. The board has just been built. He is wasting no time. And if you kind of factor in his dad, Larry Ellison of Oracle, one of the top 5 richest men in the world, do you think that this is just the beginning of possible deal making for Paramount Skydance?
I think it's not only the beginning of possible deal making, it is the beginning of very aggressive spending now by what has been a laggard of a streaming player among the major traditional legacy television companies. I think they are signaling here that they are not interested in short-term earnings. They are playing this game for the long term. This is a move that basically says, you can't cut your way to profitability. We're going to grow our way to profitability. All the legacy firms have demonstrated that owning major sports rights is critical to that growth. But I think what we're seeing signaling here, particularly with the South Park deal that Paramount recently did on the renewal and the focus of the distribution of that through Paramount Plus, that while others have invested heavily in sports, entertainment spending is clearly being cut back. And I think we're likely to see not only aggressive sports spending, but aggressive entertainment spending, aggressive technology spending. And I think we have here a player that plans to be disruptive in the amount of money that they're willing to put to work on the streaming front.
Yeah, it's sports appears, Tom, to be the answer, because now if you want to watch the UFC in the United States, you will have to subscribe or have access to Paramount, right? I mean, and that's the whole process. If you want to cancel Amazon, that's fine. But guess what? If you do that, you're also not going to be able to watch Thursday Night Football.
Right. Well, I think that's an important point. They're also making UFC more accessible to viewers. A lot of the best of the UFC programming has only been available on pay-per-view. So in addition to having to subscribe to a streaming service, in this case ESPN Plus, you've had to subscribe every month, pay a major ticket price for access to the pay-per-view event. These are all going to be available through Paramount Plus, which is on an advertising supported basis, a $77.99 monthly subscription fee, but also all available, the major events on CBS. So this is a major way of opening up access to UFC to a lot more viewers. We're going to see a major test here on the sports rights front because of the change of ownership of Paramount. The NFL contract they have, obviously the most significant of all sports rights, is up for the NFL to be able to reopen the pricing negotiation on those rights. That's going to be a major negotiation. NFL actually owns a piece of Skydance because of a documentary deal that NFL and Skydance have. But we're really going to see some new pricing established for sports with the outcome of that negotiation.
The deals